the best usage for lat pull downs is as a primer. A primer is an exercise that you introduce before a heavy lift to engage the muscles that need to stabilize or that will be actively contracting in that other movements. The rep ranges to use the lat pull down, it's right around 12 to 30 reps. So 30 reps when you are using it for as a primer, and right around 12 to 15, 20 reps if you are trying to develop sarcoplasmic hypertrophy using this movement. So sets, right around 3 sets to 6 sets. It's pretty good for the lat pull down. The lat pull down requires a ton of volume to provide you with good stimulus. Rest times 1 to 2 minutes is more than enough, and reps in reserve is failure. Go to failure on lat pull downs. There's zero reason why you are not going to failure on lat pull down, because it's an easy lift to execute. So easy that I don't really like what it provides, because to me it's essentially a lie of a movement, because I go there and I think that I'm doing a fuck ton of stimulation for my lats, and my lats only grew when I retired the lat pull down and decided to become a pull-up machine, you know. So, and rowing like crazy. Rows and pull-ups is what is going to develop your lats, but the lat pull down as a primer, as to rehab, to use it in a deload, it's a pretty good movement. So strength standards, no strength standards. First, trying to be the strongest lat pull downer of the world is stupid as shit, and each machine has a completely different standard. So every time you go do a lat pull down, you pretty much don't know exactly what the fuck you are doing. Maybe that is just because I tend to train in several different gyms, so I end up like completely clueless. I cannot trust that the machine says 50 kilos, 60 kilos, 7 kilos. I never know what the fuck the machine is saying. I need to start the lat pull down always paying attention. Okay, this is feeling heavy, this is feeling light. I always miss the mark when I change the machine. So no strength standards. Don't try to be strong on lat pull downs. Just go there, ramp up weights according to your the rep ranges that you are using, and that's everything that you need to do about that. In deloads, I put a no, but I was supposed to put a yes there, because not only you don't need to deload your lat pull downs, the lat pull down is a great move to execute on deloads. You know, a lot of you guys are exactly like me, and when it's time to deload, we simply don't have the maturity to deload properly. And lat pull downs is an awesome movement for you to go there and feel that you are working, you know. Just do like lat pull downs for 12 reps and go crazy. Put as much weight as you can on the lat pull down. Be my guest, it's not going to be that great of a stimulus, and I know a lot of people will try to shoot me because of what I'm saying right here, but it's not that the lat pull down is completely, absolutely useless. It's that pull-ups and barbell rows and dumbbell rows and rows in general are so much better that it becomes stupid. And in case you are stubborn and you really want to develop your lats using the lat pull down, here's the volume landmarks. To maintain your back the same size as it is, you will be using 5 to 6 sets with lat pull downs a week. If you wanna see slow progress with lat pull downs, then it's more on the notes of 5 to 10. And one thing that I didn't mention before, the back requires uncanny mechanical tension to really grow. The back is too strong. The posterior chain, everything is interconnected. Because everything is interconnected, everything is kind of hit all at once. And the lat pull down not only is already working a ton of muscles that are interconnected and distributing the force throughout the entire system, it also gives you extra stabilization that you don't need. So much extra stabilization. There's the stabilization of the pad on top of your thighs. There's stabilization of the the way that the cable is set. It's just too much. Your back needs to work. You need to use movements that really make your back work and that allow you to use super heavy weights. But back to the volume landmarks for our lat pull downs. If you really want to make sick-ass gains and steady gains using lat pull downs as your main move for back development, then the MAV is right around 10 to 18 sets a week, and that's a ton of work. I don't like that at all. And the maximum recoverable volume, which is the volume that your lat pull downs will start to disrupt, the rest of your fucking program and require a gnarly periodization scheme for you to not implode and burst into flames, is right around 18 to 24 fucking cents. So let's start ranking this motherfucking thing, and we are going to start with range of motion. To have a great range of motion on the fucking lat pull down, use that specific handle that the dude on the picture is using. That handle is so fucking awesome. It gives you a neutral grip and allow you to fucking go down here and go beyond bring your elbows beyond your lats, and that's where your lats are going to be mostly engaged when doing the fucking lat pull down. If you use the tiny fucking grip, that one that too narrow, or if you use the super extra wide grip, what you are doing is placing more emphasis on your rhomboids, which the rhomboid sits below the middle traps and are responsible for stabilizing your scapula. It's this fucking thing that, let me see, that pops off when you try to become a bullfrog, you know, when you shove your traps up, and it's not, you are taking out the emphasis of the lats, okay? When you go super fucking wide, you take the emphasis of the lats out of the movement. So stick on that fucking position, stay at shoulder width, and if you don't believe me, go take a look at Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates is one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, and see how he rolls, see how he do pull downs, see how he do pullovers. He has the greatest lats that bodybuilding has ever seen, and everything he does is at shoulder width. So how did he accomplish that? It's because he's smart as fuck and he trained correctly and he understands his anatomy, or not, or he's just a fucking meathead, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that it works. Stay at a shoulder width grip when you are doing lat pull downs or whatever back exercise that you are trying to emphasize. Your lats, bro! Hell yeah. So yeah, if you use that good handle right there, the range of motion for the lat pull down is okay, is above average, but since 99% of motherfuckers on the world either do the stupid ass fucking ultra wide grip pull down that just limits the range of motion, or use the super narrow fucking stupid thing and come here, then I'm going to give it a 3 on range of motion. It's not really the best range of motion. That's it. 3 for rum, baby. And now it's where the fucking lat pull down really shines. It is as a primer exercise to engage your fucking lats before you do your squats, before you do your deadlifts, before you do your pull-up. No, not before your pull-ups. You can do before pull-ups, but it doesn't make sense. Before you do your bench presses, your overhead presses, all these movements, the main barbell fucking lifts, all of them requires you to have great connection with your lats for you to improve and for you to stay safe while trying to be as fucking strong and powerful as you can. So as a primer, before doing these movements, the lat pull down is absolutely awesome. So to execute a priming exercise, it's usually done in circuits. You usually do three exercises. For example, if you are going to bench, you can do hope triceps push downs, lat pull downs, and let me think of something, some bend rip aparts or something like that. But it's essentially that you are preparing to overload the muscles on your fucking that you are going to be using on the bench press, and the lat pull down is one of the quintessential muscles for you to engage and create the shelf from which you bench upon. So alongside your triceps, it's great to prime the muscle to bench press heavy as shit. So to do fucking priming work, you will be using 20 to 30 fucking reps. It's a ton of fucking repetitions. Use really low rest times and less than 30% of your 1 rep max. So what that means is, when you are in the set and you are doing your 20 to 30 reps, instead of reaching 20 reps and feeling your muscles burning and everything going crazy, it needs to feel pretty much like cardio with weights, okay? That's how a priming exercise needs to feel. You need to feel the muscle contracting, you need to feel the activation of the muscle and the blood going there, but it's not really to get stronger. It's just to send blood to those areas and allow you to reduce your risk of injury. So the lat pull down, absolutely awesome for priming. It's a full 6, bro. It's a full 6 for this. Just so I can say that the lat pull down has some usage and it's not absolutely total garbage. Because it is. Because the way 99% of the world use this movement is complete, utter garbage. So for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is introducing high levels of metabolic stress to the muscle, increasing, burning all the fuel that is inside the muscle fibers, and increasing the levels of acidity that is in there, so the muscle is so the organism has no fucking option but to send a ton of metabolites to reestablish the pH of the muscle cell and make the muscle not corrode and destroy itself. The lat pull down is not really that great for that, because the back is such an intricate system, and every fucking muscle is interconnected and sharing that fucking load. So targeting what you are trying to metabolic stress, what you are trying to destroy, is absolutely insanely fucking hard. Insanely fucking hard. So to do sarcoplasmic work, use more than 12 reps, all the way up to 30% to 70% of your 1 rep max. But the lat pull down, because the fucking back shares the load so much, because the fucking pads on top of your thigh is adding extra external stabilization to the movement, so your posterior chain is already stabilizing everything and distributing the bulk of the load. Your legs are locked into place, you are seated, there's a ton of extra stabilizers that are limiting the capacity to introduce real fucking powerful stimulus to the fucking back and the lats, and even the lats and everything. So no, for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is a fucking 3. Is not that great at all. And like Jason said on the chat before, oh, I always wondered why I'm going there doing lat pull downs, trying to get big lats, and I feel that I didn't accomplish anything after the fucking set. It's because lat pull down sucks for hypertrophy, bro. Lat pull down sucks for 99% of everything. And myofibrillar hypertrophy, which would be going from 4 to 15 reps, because you can introduce mechanical tension, especially when you are fucking using extra external stabilizers in a movement. So the lat pull down is a great candidate for going for myofibrillar hypertrophy, going for introducing mechanical tension to the muscle while you are going beyond 10 to 12 reps. The lat pull down is awesome for this. But because when you are trying to build extra contractile tissue on the back is so strong that you need insane amounts of weights that people usually don't have available on lat pull down machines. And also the ego boost of like doing a ton of reps with that fucking stupid amount of weight that looks like you are the most beast mode savage in the world, but actually you are barely scratching the surface of the potential hypertrophy on your back. It sucks. It's a fucking 1 for myofibrillar hypertrophy. This movement cannot compare to fucking barbell rows. It cannot compare to fucking pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, chin-ups, weighted chin-ups, deadlifts. It cannot compare to them. It's not good for that. There's variations on the lat pull downs that we are going to be exploring in other instances of these exercises reviews that are pretty great for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, like the single arm lat pull down. That is awesome, and that you can also introduce a ton of stretch mediated hypertrophy to eat that shit. So when we review that, you are going to find a way to do lat pull downs that are awesome. But if right now you are extremely dissatisfied with everything that I said here in this fucking lat pull down video, start doing lat prayers instead of fucking lat pull downs, which you use the exact same equipment, you use the exact same machine, and you pretty much do a pull over using the same implement. So yeah, I need to review lat prayers. Lat prayers are way superior to lat pull downs. To develop your fucking power, which power is strength expressed with speed, which is the things that make you sprint, that make you jump, that make you punch hard as shit. Yo, lat pull downs, bro. It sucks for that. Oh, it's so bad, bro. It's so fucking bad. And to develop your strength, if you can't develop myofibrillar hypertrophy, if you can't develop power, what do you think you can do? You will do with strength and lat pull downs. I will give it a 2. I will only give it a 2 because when you're going for 15 reps with substantial weights, it starts to get taxing on your fucking forearms and your in maintaining your grip on the implement, which is another downside for this fucking movement. For you to go heavy on it, it's like your grip starts to limit the fucking movement, and you're not stimulating your back pretty much at all. And yeah, since you have a good stimulation for your peripheral nervous system because it can be taxing on your grip, I'm going to give it a 2 just so I don't be that big of a hater of the lat pull down. So the overall score for this motherfucking shit is holy shit, baby. 4, 7, 16. So 16 out of 36. Boom. So that's it, bros. That's the lat pull down.